Hey, what's up YouTube? Hey, in this video I want to talk about the top 3 debts that hold you back. Hey guys, my name is Rick. I am a financial coach. I am an endorsed Dave Ramsey preferred coach. I've been up to $1 million in debt. I've gone through a bankruptcy and I have paid off over $65,000 in debt. I'm the president and the owner of the Debt Free Mafia. If you guys get the chance, go ahead and like and subscribe, just because, hey, I really want to beat the algorithm, and I really want to help people start to learn how to become better at personal finance, which is something that I strongly believe that should be taught in schools. But hey, in this video, I want to talk about my top 3 debts that hold you back, such as a car loan, credit cards, and believe it or not, student loans. The first one, we'll talk about car debt. I have a whole video where I go on a rant on why I think car debt is stupid. A lot of people think that they have this mentality of, hey, you're always gonna have a car payment. I've heard that so many times, and you wouldn't believe it. My wife and I, we've actually said, our goal is to never have a car payment. And the response that we get for that is, good luck with that. It's like, well, we get that all the time, and I just don't understand it, because we drive older vehicles. They're beat to heck, which is fine, but we got an emergency fund, so if they break down, we can pay for the fixes. A $600 fix once a month equals a car payment on average. The average car payment in America right now is $550. So our car is gonna have to break down a whole freaking lot for us to justify a car payment, which isn't gonna happen. It's just not the way. Cars are built so much better nowadays than what they were. So that's just not something that we have to worry about anymore. And I have a whole video again. I'll link it here. And it goes into why I just think that it costs you so much in the long run to be paying on a car versus investing in your future. So go check that out. I talk a lot about that. Second is gonna be credit cards. A lot of people think that credit cards are normal, and it's just not true. Credit cards are not normal. They've only been around for the last couple of decades, which is not very long. It's a new thing, and a lot of people don't realize how many millions of dollars get spent on marketing to make you feel comfortable with the idea of borrowing somebody else's money to pay for something. There's going to be a lot of people here that are probably going to be saying stuff along the lines of, yeah, but I'm responsible, I paid off, and hey, I love the points that come with it. Well, the points are one of the smartest things they've ever done, because they keep people hooked just about better than anything else. And I'm not going to sit here, I'm not going to be like Dave and tell you, hey, you need to cut those bad boys up. And I know that my fellow Dave Ramsey coaches are going to be like, whoa, this guy is he's such a hypocrite. I can't even think straight. They're so mad. But the thing is, guys, it's a lot like flirting with danger. That's why we don't encourage credit cards at all. If you have any kind of spending habit problems, when I tell my clients who have spending habit problems, I'm like, you've got a spending habit here. We've got to get rid of this credit card, because we just need that temptation gone. I compare it a lot like, hey, if you have a friend who's an alcoholic, are you gonna let them keep beer at the house? No, because there's going to be a big issue there, and you love them and care about them, and you don't want them to get caught into this issue. Credit card debt is wild. The average millennial right now is carrying $16,000 in credit card debt. It's a lot of debt. Most millennials don't pay off their credit cards like they say they do, or say they're going to. So let me encourage you big time there. Let's not flirt with it. I know that the points, they seem like they're awesome, but I'm going to say what Dave Ramsey likes to say. He likes to say, nobody became a millionaire off the points. They just don't. So pay for things because you want to own those things, because you have the money to pay for those things. So that's my thoughts on credit cards. It's not something I encourage. Again, there are a few people that are responsible with it. I get it. I'm not here to harp you on it, but if there's any kind of spending habit problem, let's not do it. Okay, so the third one is going to be student loans. A lot of people have started to realize here lately how rough student loans are. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. The value of a college education is just taking a nosedive. Your bang for buck. It used to be that when you'd go to college, you were guaranteed not just a job, but a great job. Coming out of school, so we had these generations. I'm a millennial, so we had these generations, baby boomers, and even the great generations of the World War generations. they were all about college because they used to guarantee great jobs right off the bat so that you could provide well for your family and make good money. And that's just not the case anymore. I remember I graduated school with a bachelor's of business just because I thought it was general enough, and I came to the oil field during a boom, mind you, during a boom. So I think our employment rate was the lowest in the country in the county that I live in at the time, and it took me 6 months to find a job. 6 months. It was just nuts, and I was like calling people, and they're like, well, and what's always so funny to me too is, you'll graduate college and they'll say, oh, hey, we're accepting new grads, except for you need to have 14 years of experience in this technical field. Their qualifications always are contradictory to what they're looking for, which is crazy. So anyways, it's just, I have this real issue with the value of college education. Hey, if you're going to be in the medical field, the engineering field, what other, there's a few others that I'm okay with too. There's definitely some paths that are awesome. However, I know way too many people that have a underwater basket weaving degree and are $130,000 in debt and can't find anything better than doing DoorDash to pay their college loan payments every month. So, man, please, if you have not gone to college yet, do it the smart way. A lot of people are saying, well, how do you do college the smart way without taking on a lot of debt? Well, it's very difficult. I'm going to be completely honest with you, but you need to be okay with starting off at a community college for the first 2 years. It's not sexy. I totally get that. However, community college, you can cash flow in a lot of cases all the way through it. Once you get all your undergrads done, the quality of the undergrad classes at your community college versus your private school aren't going to differ. At the end of the day, your employers are going to be looking at the final degree, not where you got your first 4 semesters from. So that would be it. And then for your last 2 semesters, I would be looking hard at state schools, public state schools, not private, and then doing everything you can to apply for every single scholarship. If you really want to go to college, your full-time job before you go to college should be finding every single scholarship you possibly can to pay for everything. Because you got to remember, the point of college is to start you ahead. However, with the amount of debt that the graduates today are leaving with college, is starting them way behind. The kids that are really winning right now are the kids going to trade school, working on windmills, working as diesel mechanics, working as welders. There's several different trade schools out there which they don't cost nearly as much as college, and their paychecks are amazing. So they're starting out way ahead of a lot of people who went to college. So let me encourage you there. Don't take on student loans. It's just not a good bang for buck. I've had too many clients that have had to basically put their life on pause to throw everything they can to get these student loans knocked out. It's not fun paying off student loans. I had to do it. I was not looking forward to it. You can ask my wife, but man, once we got them knocked out, I was so thankful for that. And I was like, I'm going to encourage everybody I know to not take on those loans. They're just not worth it. But hey, if you guys have any other debts that you think that I should have considered in my top 3, leave them in the comments. Again, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I want to beat this algorithm and help people learn better personal finance. Guys, I appreciate you. Peace.